All right, let's go. Let's go. Too bad we can't videotape this. I've lost all this weight. Look all handsome. Can't even use the camera. Hayden wore the battery down, videotaping himself watching Game of Thrones last night. And it's weird. Time for a new camera anyways. Buttons are getting a little sticky on that one, aren't they, Hayden?
Yep.
This is FknBucky. I spell it, you say it. World's greatest podcast coming at you. Episode 42, I think. 40-something. We're in the 40s. So am I. Lots and lots and lots going on in the world today. We also had a plane crash that happened in D.C. That was bad. It was just sad to see. It was such a stupid event that never should have occurred. I'm sure more will come out about it, and they'll figure it out along the way, where the real negligence happened. I did read that someone went home early, and that one person was watching the helicopter screen, and that same person was watching the landing plane screen, and it was trying to double duty, and it didn't work, obviously, and people lost their lives and they died. And it brought up a lot of the air traffic control people who do the hiring. Their biggest thing was to stress hiring people with disabilities, hiring people that were maybe not the best qualified for that position based upon the way that they looked, how tall they are, what color they are, how many face tattoos they had. And this is stupid, okay? It's stupid. When you've got a whole lot of planes flying around the sky with thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives, I don't care what gender they want to be, what race they are, none of it. It doesn't matter to me. All I want is for them to be competent, sober, and really fucking good at their job. Because it's kind of important. It's not like Hayden taking out the trashes, Not a rocket science needed to carry out a bag of freaking empty beer bottles, okay? Probably a little puff, carry, huh? At that job. But you can't puff and land an airplane, okay? It doesn't work like that. The hiring process shouldn't be like, I went to the best air controller college in the world. Graduated second in my class. Well, fuck you, Bill. We're not hiring you because you don't have any face tattoos. Wait, what? Nope. Sorry. You're a white male with no face tattoos and you like to bang chicks. Do you have any crack in your pocket? Not today. Well, fuck you. You're not getting hired. Okay? If you had some crack and you like to bang farm animals at nighttime while high-fiving Hayden, you would have the job, Bill. But not here. If you're a pilot and you're, flying in, air traffic control, this is Bob flying my airplane. I'd like to land, please. What's up? This is Little Zan. I got Z's tattooed under my eyeball. I'm gonna land your plane, bruh. Little Zan, can you please give the microphone to your father? And not sure how you got in there. No, man. DI got me a job because I suck as a fucking rapper. So now I'm air traffic controller. Hang on, I gotta snort some drugs. Oh, is that a helicopter? I gotta go vote for Biden quick. Fucked up is what it is, man. I don't want Little Zan landing aircrafts, okay? I don't care how many face tattoos you got. It doesn't mean you get to play in the freaking tower at the airport. Nope. You get to take the trashes out with the other knob pole smokers. You know, you can work at the airport. You just don't get to be in the tower. So the simple fact that we got rid of that is, in my opinion, probably a good thing. You know, so Bill can land his plane and Bob can get a job and everybody's happy except for little Zan, which who gives a shit about that kid? Not my problem, dude. He can go eat his Skittles somewhere else, not on the freaking airport time. Those of you who know, you will know. So there you go. But, you know, I make light of it in a sense for the simple fact that it is, it's just stupid to even have to talk about it or have it even gone down this road. And, you know, I'm not for anybody being discriminated against for any reason in the world. And as someone that went through my own shit, you know, trying to go out in the world and get a job in a wheelchair and have people look at me like I was a crazy person. You know, I certainly, I know what it's like from that aspect. And who gives a shit? I don't care. You know what I did? I went to the next place and I went to the next place and I went until I found the right spot for me. Because if they couldn't appreciate how freaking awesome I was, I wasn't going to work there. And I mean, that's what your attitude has to be anywhere you go. If you go in somewhere and they're like, look at you and make an innuendo that you can't work there because you're black, fuck them, man. Move on. What do you want to do? You want to go in there and work at a place where you feel like you're being messed with all the time? Nope, they don't deserve you. Move on. Get so smart. Go to their competitor, get a job there, and kick their ass and put them out of business. That's how you get back at people. You don't open up a lawsuit or stand in a picket line outside. What the is a picket line going to do for you? Get your ass to work, man. Go next door. Open up a business directly across from them and beat them. Put them out of business and then laugh at them, dude. Offer them a job when they're unemployed. Tell them they got some trashes they can take out with little Zan. You know, it's there was a time and there still is a place for the harassment, and the discrimination when it goes way too far. But if you rely on that for your success in the world, you are going to be forever disappointed. You are always going to be a victim. You're never going to have a happy day in your life. You're never going to feel like you've earned anything. If you don't know what it is like to earn something, then you're really missing out on life completely, and you're an idiot. But the world and life in general, not the world, but the life in general is a series of ups and downs, man. Woman, man, rich, poor, white, black, Mexican. Mexican's not a color. I always mess that up. But it doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have great moments, and you're going to have everything goes to shit moments. But you come back from those. The hardest moments in life, man, that's when you learn the best lessons. That's what makes victory taste so good. That's what makes overcoming be so great. Or those bad moments, man. You can't have the victorious moment. You can't without the villain. So if no one ever discriminates against you for whatever reason you want to fill in the blank for, you're never going to be motivated to go next door, start that business, and become the freaking tycoon that you are today. So, in honesty, when somebody does that, you should thank them. Shake their hand. Say, thank you for that motivation. Thank you for this experience. But those people that don't take it that way and run as fast as they can to the first lawyer's office and cry and, Mommy, they didn't give it everything to me for free, and they were mean to me.
You know, I got to do a little scruffle on the interstate this week. It was with a Mexican, and it almost turned into a violent situation, but it was okay. I handled it. We went our separate ways. Handled it, you know?
You hit someone with your car. You assume that they were Mexican, but you don't know. You assume that they were illegal, but you don't know. and you just admitted to leaving the scene of an accident. A criminal. That guy probably had a body in his trunk, and you just let him go. He was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I got a dead hooker in the trunk of my car. So you mind letting me go, white kid? And you were like, okay, fine. My car's smashed up, but I don't want my mom to yell at me. So you just drive away, Mr. Criminal. And I'll just tell everybody that I handled the situation later in the most racist way possible on a podcast. You know, when I tell you not to talk, you feel like I'm being mean to you, but I'm trying to protect you from your own stupidity. And I'm telling you, folks, it is a 24/7 job. I got more gray hairs today than I had yesterday. There's such a good joke in there about gray hairs and women that have them. But it won't make the podcast if I say it, so I'm just not going to. But for all you ladies out there that got to dye your hair a little bit, I love you. You know? And so does Hayden. Nothing wrong. Little Mrs. Robinson. Got the Super Bowl coming up.
So the Super Bowl, it's not what team you want to win. What team do you want to lose?
I don't really care either way. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I guess, I don't know. 3-peat, big deal for the Chiefs. Never been done before. Witness history. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, freaking good, dude. He's a good quarterback. Guy's a leader. He's a winner. The questionable calls, you know, everybody complains. They're definitely, when you're on top, calls, I think, seem to go your way a little bit more than when you're up and coming. And, you know, I spoke about this with Hayden the other day, is that when you go into a heavyweight fight, you don't leave it up to the judges, because the champ's always going to get the call. He's always going to get the benefit of the doubt. He's already the champ. He's already done it. And so if you want to win, you got to knock that M or F out, dude. And that's it. So if the Eagles want to win, go knock them out. If the Bills wanted to win, they should have been up by 14. Yep, hard to do, but that's just the way of it. I mean, it is crazy that they've, won 12 games all year by less than one possession or one score. I mean, I don't know if it's ever been done before, to be honest. So hats off to their defense, and hats off to Patrick Mahomes for being clutch and winning at the end of the game. Very Tom Brady-esque. That's what Tom Brady was very good at. I remember watching Brady and Rodgers go at it once at Lambeau. Brady was on the sidelines. Rodgers went down the field, and at the end of the game, they ran out of timeouts, and the Packers were going to get to kick the last second field goal, and there was going to be no more time on the clock, and they showed Brady just dropping the F-bomb hard. I think he might have slammed his helmet down, and he wasn't pissed that he was losing. He was pissed that he didn't get another chance to win. And I can understand that, because when I used to play pool all the time, there was a time when I was a good pool player. I just wanted one more shot at that frickin' ball. Like, you know, I just wanted the guy to miss one more time so I could get one more shot at it. And, you know, once the game's over, it's over, right? We all know that. But when you're a real competitor, you just want a chance to win. You don't want to lose. You just want a chance to win. And, you know, if you can go out swinging, to say, you know, if you get on the field and you take that shot, you throw the ball down or whatever, and you miss, hey, that's something. But when you don't even get a chance to go back in and have that opportunity for 30 seconds left on the clock, and you got to drive the ball 40 yards, that sucks. So I forgot what I was talking about.
You know, you're talking about how Patrick Mahomes was Tom Brady-esque, and then you were talking about how Tom Brady was playing Rodgers.
I just said I forgot what I was talking about. I didn't really forget, idiot.
Oh, it was a bit. You were doing a bit.
Yeah, why don't you shut up?
Little bitty bit.
I don't know how to shut up because I don't do it much.
So David Goggins will be sitting on your lap tomorrow, huh?
Shut up. I'm not done with the Super Bowl. I think I might put money on Barkley.
Yeah.
I don't know. He screwed me in the last game, though. And sports betting is bad. All betting is bad, dude. Luckily, I don't have to do it again once the Super Bowl's over. But I'm sure I'll drop a couple $100 on it. See what happens. Last game of the year. Might as well try.
Yeah.
But I was so close to winning so much that last game. Ugh, it's brutal. Brutal.
To New Orleans.
Yeah. Horrible city, North. Absolute dog.
I want to visit New Orleans.
Awful. Horrible place. I've been a few times. Bourbon Street, dirty, smells like piss. There's people that are trying to rob you every 2 seconds. You got a bunch of old, flabby, booby broads shaking their tits everywhere, and you're just like, put them back.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, you got to be really drunk. I was more annoyed when I was there than anything. You know, there was broads with these big ass sagging boobs hanging out, like shaking them, and people throwing beads around. I was like, I'm not giving her these beads. I'd give her the beads to put them back. Stop showing them, maybe. That's the thing, man. Girls that show their boobs are usually the ones you don't want to see them. Girls that you want to see their boobies, those are the ones that don't raise the shirt up. So
one of those beads might get chained up in your tire too.
I might use them to choke you out. Probably a much better chance of that happening than anything. I watched a movie the other night that was not based on any real thing that's ever happened. It was a make-believe movie, make-believe plot. And at the beginning of it, it said, warning. Some events in this movie may be a trigger. When did we become so soft as a people that we need a warning on a movie that something in it might trigger you? If you're that on the borderline of reality and losing your shit, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and think that it's probably not the movie that's going to send you over the edge.
Was it Waterworld?
If you're just walking around, living your life, and then all of a sudden you watch some stupid ass movie and you're like, that's it, no more, F it, I'm shooting 50 people today. That's a problem. The simple fact that someone somewhere thought we need to put this warning at the beginning of a movie to say events in this movie may trigger you. Like, life is a trigger. Everything that happens is a trigger. Try driving down the freeway with numbnuts here bashing into you. And then calling you an illegal Mexican as you speed away. That's a trigger. You know? Go to a restaurant.
He could have been Guatemala.
Try landing an airplane with Little Xan talking you in. That's a trigger. You know? We had a president that wasn't even alive for 4 years. There's a trigger. Fucking lame ass movie. Oh, events in this movie might trigger you.
What was the movie?
If you're that big of a pansy, you got to bounce, man. We'll send you to Guantanamo Bay. You see that they opened that up? They're going to put some of the people in there.
Yeah.
Perfect. See you later. Have a good time.
Do you know what movie it was?
Out.
Do you remember?
No, I don't. I wrote it down, the thing, but I didn't write down what the movie was. But it doesn't matter. It was a stupid movie anyways. It was when I fall asleep, I like to have noise, so I put my iPad on different movies or whatever and just let it play so there's noise in the background. So it was something like that. It wasn't a movie I actually sat and like watched.
Spy Kids or something.
Yeah, most likely it was what? Spy Kids?
You know what movie I'm talking about? The Spy Kid movies?
No.
You've watched the Spy Kid movies.
Why would I watch a Spy Kid movies?
Because those are actually pretty good movies.
Yeah, you're a pedophile. Which I'm not.
You watch Spy
you're
Kids.
not one
I've
either.
heard you watch Spy Kids.
Your girlfriend is. So.
Yo. I'm keeping that in.
Are you? So listen up, folks. I love every single one of you. This podcast is getting better every single time we do it. I love it. We're having more and more fun when we do it. And I just hope you continue on the ride. Hayden's supposed to be making some small videos. We got new merch coming. We got new stickers coming. We got new shit on the works. And 2025 is the year of FknBucky. I spell it. You say it. We're going to grow. We're going to rock. For Hayden, for myself, appreciate you. We love you.
See you, folks.
My name's Hayden.